Hey, I am back with Venus in Cancer and the men with displacement. Okay, I'll put it this way. Venus in Cancer, like, these individuals are definitely attracted to and they love people that put family first. Okay? They love people that are sensitive to their needs and will even sacrifice what they want for the needs of the family to create security amongst the partner in the relationship. Okay, so you can find a lot of Venus and Cancers that sometimes are more about the duty that they have to fulfill than necessarily their own feelings, their own needs. Okay, I shouldn't say their own feelings. They're aware of their feelings, but their own needs, especially with Venus and Cancer. But I feel like they're attracted to people or individuals that are in tune with their feelings. Like, if you are somebody that is able to translate over how you're feeling about something and get other people to understand that and sympathize with you and have an empathy, a natural empathy that goes along with it, that's what they feel comfortable with. That's the partners that they love, that they attract. And there is a need to feel secure. How do we feel secure? Because security could come about in so many different ways, but usually the basis of it is the family structure. And it's the idea, the security and family is the idea that, okay, we have this support at the end of the day. So they like to feel that security. And because of that, they themselves put them in the position to fulfill these needs and that security in others. So they will be dedicated to their family. Okay, a natural dedication. And the person that they're with has to understand that. So especially their mothers. They love their mothers. They will spend money on their mothers. They will give money to their mothers. They will pay their mothers' bills, whatever. Okay? And they will do it with their family as well, but especially the mother, because they want to make sure that their mother is secure. They feel like, and their mother is there to, like, their mother will look towards them. I know we're not talking about the moon sign, but the Cancer is representation of that energy as well. But their mother will look towards them to provide the security as well. Especially like if it doesn't matter if the mother has a spouse, doesn't have a spouse, they will look towards Venus and Cancer to provide the security as well, because they feel like this person is dependable, even more so than the other siblings. Okay? And Venus and Cancer usually is going to be dependable to their mother. So a person that's in a relationship with them has to understand the affinity that they have with their mother and taking care of their family. Because sometimes they will put their family before relationships, before like a partnership or a love relationship. And you got to be understanding that you got to be okay with that, because questioning them about it does not go over well. And if anything, try to get them to see how you feel about what they're doing, and that will help. That could help the situation, for them to try to balance things out more. They love cooked meals, like anything that goes within the family structure. So they're going to want to build a family with somebody. That's what they look for. And they love cooked meals. So they're going to want you to cook, or they're going to want to cook. They're going to want to make people feel comfortable that comes over. They're going to love the home. So a lot of stuff that they have is going to be had at their mother's house or the family's house or their home. Hey, let's have a party. Let's have a get together. And they invite their close friends over, their family over, and they want to have the food. They want to have enough food. They want everybody to feel welcome, everybody to feel comfortable. Okay? And the men with displacement definitely are attracted to women that are of a nurturing aspect, that nurtures the needs of them and their children. Okay, that's going to cook some good meals, and they could cook good meals for you. It's not necessarily about the fact that you can cook. It's not that. It's a security thing, because that is what they feel like what makes people. Everybody needs food, right? And nurturing, that's what nurtures the body. And that's what makes them feel like, okay, I've built a successful working familial unit. That's what it's all about. And they like looks, you know what I'm saying? That because look, I done seen some cancers get real snazzy and jazzy and fashionable, but it's not really about just based on the looks to them. It's about what you can provide, like what you can do, how you nurture. You know, are you able to bear children? You know, can you keep this? Can you hold up this structure? They look for women that support them. Okay, support what they're trying to achieve. So if you get with them and you trying to come and tell them like, man, don't do this or don't do that, like, or I'm talking about in the sense of, okay, you can't succeed in this, you can't succeed in that. They don't like that. And they look for progressive women. So this is not about saying that you need to stay home. You know, you make it work. You do what you do, but they look for progressive women. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how can we move forward? Women that advance themselves just as much as anything. So it's what works for the family. But I'm going to tell you, depending on the sun, because you got if you got a man with a Taurus sun and a Venus in Cancer, oh man, he may look to you to provide the money and like the security, like to secure things, and he's going to do his things as much as he can. But like, if you can't bring in a certain level of security, look, if he trying to get a house and he can't get it and you can't get it, okay, we got a problem. You know, I'm not saying this in a vain way, but no, it's not about saying you go sit home as the woman necessarily. And nursery, and they might like women that's like got bigger breasts, you know, because for some reason it reminds them of like a nurturing thing. It's a nurturing thing. It's like, oh, you can provide the security, you can provide like this. Think about the mother, think about the baby, think about the breast milk. You get what I'm saying? It's comfortable, okay, and they like women that's sensitive to their needs. All right, sensitive to their needs. And they don't like a lot of like women that's like doing a lot of conversation. It's like at some point, you gotta be intuitive to what they want to happen. So it's like, okay, well, you know what I want to happen. You know what I expect. Like, why do I have to tell you this? You know, if you loved me, you would know this already. Okay, and they like sensitive women. Like, for instance, if they told you once what they like, if you observe them and you really into them, you're going to know what they like and what they don't like. So it's not something that you need to be asking them all the time. It's like you showing proof. You surprise them one day by making a dinner that they like, the favorite dinner, and getting it all right. Like, oh man, she knew that I didn't want, she knew I don't like mayo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she knew that I like my steaks well done. And then like you get them things that you don't just get them things because, get them things that they love. You know, okay, I'm going to get you some tools because I know you like working on things. You like working on cars, you know. Have some type of meaning behind it because that shows that you care. You know, sometimes just leave them a note saying that you appreciate what they do. How they help with the family. You know what I'm saying? That is what shows them that you care. And it keeps them from like, it'll keep them around, because if not, they'll go get the security from elsewhere. And depending on their sun sign, they'll go get that attention. They'll be doing these little favors over here for women. It's like, don't be working on her car. I bought you those set of tools to work on our cars. Unless you got like a job working on cars. Don't be going personally. You better be charging her to work on her car. But anyhow, so yeah. Venus in Cancer, family oriented, and sensitive. All right. So like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notifications because I'll be back.